WBTV News This Morning starts right now.
It's 6 a.m. and overnight we learned major news. North Korea has tested a nuclear weapon, and now countries across the world are focusing on what to do about it. Also, new from overnight, a story you will see only on WBTV News. A fire breaks out on the porch of this restaurant in a popular Charlotte shopping center. John?
And Christine, right now, a young child recovering in a local hospital. Police tell WBTV News the 4-year-old was shot inside this apartment building. What information we were able to get overnight is coming up. Al.
Out there right now, John, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. We've got a little bit of fog out there this morning, but otherwise we have dry conditions for today. That won't last much longer. All right, here we go. We can take you on out to Scott Clark's Toyota City right now, and you notice the parking lot there is dry. That wasn't the case yesterday. Of course, we had the rain out there. Our temperatures mostly in the damp, cool 40s right now. It's 46 in Kannapolis, 48 Matthews, Mid-Hill, Myers Park, Eastover at 45, Belmont, Mount Holly at 44, 42 at Lake Norman, and 46 around Highland Creek. Out the door this morning, again, a little patchy fog, otherwise damp and cool. Some breaks of sunshine. 48 degrees. That's an 8 o'clock temperature for you this afternoon coming home from work and school. It'll be a mild day with a high temperature of 62. Now this morning, we don't have very much rain around the immediate WBTV viewing area. You can see the 5 sweeps of power Doppler radar, but there is rain just to the south of us, and that rain will be coming right back tonight. I'll let you know when it gets out of here and what your weekend looks like in just a couple of minutes. Right now at 6:01. Here's Tanya, First Alert Traffic.
Thanks, Al. Good morning. Your First Alert Traffic sponsored by Toyota of North Charlotte. As we look around the city, it still has been a fairly quiet start. A little bit of patchy fog in some areas. Use caution as you head out. Just to make you aware, some more construction slated for the uptown area on the 15th, which will be on Friday at 9 a.m. Some crane work will close Clarkson Street, and it's going to be by Summit and Palmer. So use caution. Mint Street is a great option to get around that. As we switch now and look at the interstate, we're checking in. Actually, this is at I-77 by Tryon, and no problems to report here. There is a report, though, just in about an accident on Speedway Boulevard, Bruton Smith Boulevard. We'll check back in with details about that in less than 10 minutes. Christine and John, back to you.
All right, Tanya, thanks. 6:01 right now. Countries across the world trying to figure out what to do about North Korea. It tested a nuclear weapon late last night, triggering a 4.9 magnitude earthquake. Multiple countries announced overnight they opposed the recent test, including China and Russia. The communist country also performed nuclear tests in 2006 and 2009. South Korea estimated it was more powerful than the earlier tests. North Korea recently warned it planned a new nuclear test. Now, President Obama released a statement overnight calling this test highly provocative. The United Nations Security Council is expected to hold an emergency meeting on North Korea at 9 this morning. We will let you know if there are any new developments throughout the morning. John?
6:02, we're looking ahead because President Obama will be giving his State of the Union address tonight, and he may be talking about North Korea. But a big part of the speech is going to be about the economy. WBTV's Astrid Martinez live in our 24-hour newsroom. So, Astrid, what else is the president expected to talk about?
Well, John, as CBS sources tell us that President Obama will mention gun control, immigration reform, and climate change. But as you said, our nation's economy will be the main focus. The president will likely talk about job growth, wage creation also, and the mobility of the middle class. But critics say so far, the president has pivoted and has spent most of his second term working on social issues such as gun control and immigration reform. But the White House disagrees.
There's no pivot here. The president's principal preoccupation since he ran for this office, beginning in 2007, has been what we need to do to make our economy work for the middle class.
In response, the Republican response, Florida Senator Marco Rubio is expected to make the case for how smaller government can benefit from the middle class, how less regulation will create more jobs, and the need for education reform to train the middle class for jobs. Now, you can watch this president's speech tonight and WBTV News at 9 p.m. In the newsroom, Astrid Martinez, WBTV on your side.
All right, Astrid, thank you for that update there. Well, right now, a 4-year-old is recovering at a hospital after being shot in the leg in this uptown Charlotte apartment. Police say the child is out of surgery and should survive. K-Man Ron Lee is live in front of Presbyterian Hospital where that child is being treated. Ron, are police looking for anyone at this point to figure out who did this?
Well, good morning to you, John and Christine. Well, I've been in contact with police command this morning, and so far there's simply no word on if they've got anybody in custody or if they're planning on getting anybody in custody. Now, police got the word on this late yesterday afternoon when they got a call from hospital administrators here at Presbyterian that a child showed up in the ER with a gunshot wound. Now the questions are being asked. what exactly happened. Was it simply an accident, irresponsibility, or something criminal? Right now, police simply are not releasing any of that information. Now, parents back at the apartment on North Davidson Street, well, they're sure talking, and they say they're scared about what happened.
That's unacceptable, and that just makes a parent, a mother especially, very anxious and scared about what could happen over here.
Now, we can tell you that police did collect evidence from that apartment. It took them about 2 hours to do that, but we don't have any word on exactly what they found. On the road, I'm Cam Man, Ron Lee, WBTV, on your side.
All right, thanks a lot, Ron. It's now 6:05, and new from overnight, investigators in Charlotte's Ballantyne area trying to figure out what started a fire that damaged a part of a shopping center. This shopping center here, the fire damaged the porch at Bad Daddy's Burger Bar just off Ballantyne Commons Parkway. Police tell us the business was closed at the time and all the employees had left for the night. New information this morning about the murder of this Chicago teenager just days after she performed at President Obama's inauguration. Police have now charged 2 men with the murder of 15-year-old Hydea Pendleton. Pendleton was killed in a park last month in Chicago. Police believe the gunman mistook Pendleton and her friends for members of a rival gang. Her parents will join First Lady Michelle Obama as guests at tonight's State of the Union address. The First Lady attended the teen's funeral, which was held Saturday.
It's 6:06, WBTV on your side, getting results for a young woman who came to us seeking help. This UNC Charlotte student told WBTV News her apartment complex was filthy. Katie Thornton even showed us where she said she killed roaches in her apartment, but managers weren't doing enough to clean it. This is what happened when we confronted the assistant manager yesterday. Take a listen.
I need you to not film me. You're not allowed to be on this property, and if you don't step away, I'm going to call the police.
All right, well, Thornton told us the property manager claimed they had no complaints on file, despite the one Katie showed us last week in black and white. Since then, managers agreed to treat her unit for bugs. And we did some digging and found the Better Business Bureau gives 901 Place Apartments an F rating. The BBB says it received 8 complaints about products and services in the past 3 years. Well, we're getting a look at this new video of a local athlete who had a collision on the basketball court, and this collision ended up giving her a serious concussion.
So new this morning, you're going to meet this local author who's just published her first book, and she's only in the 5th grade. That story at 6:45. WBTV on your side. You're watching WBTV News this morning. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock.